I'm Greg Taylor, partner at MHA and Head of Banking and Finance. I'm here today with Matt Godfrey, Carl Hall, Tim Wilkinson, who are directors in the Banking and Finance team. We're here today to talk about the first budget of a Labour government and whether it will promote growth. So does it then promote growth? Do you think it promotes growth, or if you're a business owner now, are you standing still? Are you trying to get by, or do you see it as an opportunity?
I would say it comes down to the actual sector itself. Some sectors will see it as an opportunity for growth. If you're looking at, say, technology, innovation, the green sectors, and even export as well, they will see a slight benefit from the budget there. But then if you're looking at, say, hospitality,
yes.
The ones who work off the fire margins they are at the moment already, and they're still seeing the impact of high energy costs. So it's more the smaller businesses, like I said, the hospitality sector, industries, they're going to be the ones who will find it tough going forward. Like I said, they're having the increase in minimum wage.
Yes.
Just like I said, the margins on the bottom line now will be a lot tighter going forward.
And credit policy in those sectors are already, certainly hospitality, already
At the lenders at the banks.
From the lenders and the funders' perspective is stringent. It's very, very tight. Always have been. They say that 80% of businesses in hospitality fail, and therefore the banks know that, and they're not overly keen to lend to that sector. So then when they're squeezing the bottom line to show affordability of a facility, then it's just going to get harder for those sectors. Interestingly, on the green side that you look at there, that a lot of the banks talk about how they want to support the green and they've got a green scheme and they have to right and foul, but I'm not seeing many deals sanctioned.
No.
Talk is cheap at the moment in that sector, I feel.
The key really is for the clients to actually know their numbers. So the ones who are coming to the budget prepared, having like a defined strategy, thought about what potential implications could come out of the budget. They're the ones really who have got the best chance for the growth, who can maximise the opportunities available.
Yeah, and with obviously CGT not being immediate, for some of it it's pushed down to 26.
Yeah.
So you've got, all you're really doing from a government perspective is borrowing growth from the period past that and dragging it back again into the next 2 years. But there will be some of those people that are prepared. There will be some opportunities to acquire some nice businesses that want to get out and benefit from the CGT rates.
It's interesting, the wait and see piece. I mean, we've written some articles on it previously, and there's a rule of thumb for both ways, and there's two sides to every coin, as I say. But personally, from my perspective, and certainly how I would advise my clients, is that you shouldn't wait and see. If you're in the market for a facility, whether that be in 3 months, 6 months, 12 months time, you should be looking to engage with the lender sooner rather than later. You can get that facility sanctioned, and let's say the sanction takes a couple of months. Once it's sanctioned and a facility letter is out, then that sanction usually lasts for around 3 months from that point. Once you sign a facility letter, that can, in most circumstances, last a further 3 months. So you could be talking 6 to 9 months anyway over the course of first initial conversations through to if you ever wanted to draw it. Now, if you want to draw it quicker than that, you could, but what that secures is your margin. So if margins do go up and you've got a signed facility letter at that margin, in most circumstances, that will cover you for a 6-month period.
Yes.
So if rates do go up against you, then you're covered. Likewise, if rates go for you and they actually come down, well, then that margin will come down because you'll renegotiate it on that facility letter. So I can understand a client will go, look, I want to wait and see because I don't want to pay fees in case we don't take out the product, or we don't draw down the facility, or we change our minds for whatever reasons. I get it, but there's a lot of times where, again, the fees won't be actually deducted from a lender until you draw that facility. So it's a case where you can engage with us, we can speak to the lenders, we can gain appetite, we can gain a sanction. Your fees are going to be very minimal up to that point to nil, and it might be subject to valuation at that point. If you choose that you want to go down a valuation, you don't have to, but if you've got a credit-backed offer subject to valuation, again at that point, that can last for 3 months from that offer, and then until facility letter, and it's cost you little to nothing, as opposed to waiting, seeing rates go up and then reacting, and then unfortunately you're too late because the market's already moved quicker than you have.
Guys, thank you very much for your input. Fantastic as always. If you would like to know any more about any of the topics we've discussed, please visit our website at mha.co.uk.